Hi there, Simon Mackey from WebWorkerDaily here. Today I'd like to show you Cluster Tabs, which is a Firefox add-on and a web service that enables you to cut down on tab overload by grouping your tabs together into clusters, and then once you've clustered them together you can actually share those clusters with other people via a public URL. So let's see how it works. So you can see I've got my Firefox web browser here. I've already installed the Cluster Tabs add-in. As you can see, as per usual, I've got way too many tabs open. This is what normally happens to me on a working day, and as you can see, I've been researching some posts about Opera here, so I've got quite a few WebWorkerDaily posts with Opera open. So it'd be quite cool to be able to cluster those together into a page to be able to access them later and not have to leave those tabs open the whole time. So let's create a cluster, and there's a few ways to do this with the add-in, but the easiest way to do it is just to drag and drop the two pages onto each other. So if I drag and drop this page onto this one, so this tab onto this other tab, you can see that it's turned yellow there, showing me that it's going to create a cluster, and drop it. And just have to give it a second for Cluster Tabs to create the page. And here you can see it's created the cluster. So I can now share this page with other people. It's at its own URL, as you can see up top here. So let's just add a title, Opera 10 posts on WebWorkerDaily. Save that. I can also enter a description, so Opera 10, and I can also put in some tags here if I wanted to as well. Now if I want to add other tabs into this page, I can also just drag and drop those ones in as well. So let's add all of these tabs and create the full cluster. Okay, I didn't save my description before. Let's just do that. Post about Opera 10 on WebWorkerDaily, WWD, and then click submit this time. Okay. So now I've got my cluster here. I can then share that with other people via this URL, so I can just email it to them or IM it to them. I can also, there's embeddable widgets that you can bring up, which is pretty handy. So you can see it'll look like this, so you can embed that onto your website. If I want to bring back any of these sites as tabs back into my browser, I can just click on them like this and it'll open the tab up again. I can also bring back up any clusters that I've been working on previously just by going into this drop down up here. So as you can see, it's pretty easy to use. It's a good way of cutting down on tab clutter, and it's quite a handy way of sharing collections of websites with other people. If I had one criticism of cluster tabs, it's that there is a little bit of a delay when you drag and drop your tabs one on top of the other, which sometimes you're not quite sure whether it's working or not. But apart from that, I think it works pretty well. So go check it out.